what I've been ever since I was born. At the commencement, I adorn squash, beans, and corn. Lots of strings and horns. Over the beat, swing of a one. Outdrum the outcome, the child. An athlete is back in action. Fact, not fashion. Most y'all internet has-beens, more like commercials. With whack acting, from commercial to action. I'm laughing back up to laughing. I spit man, God, civilization, John G. Jackson. Like a Gatlin, the last dragon. Cosmic memory of an Atlantean. E3 technology is who I am in skin. Walking the landmass as Atlas. Some say I'm batshit crazy, but that's the masses for you. Can you blame the people? Most been trained to be feeble, tame sheeple by the evil who means to keep you cashless in the fastest society. Where the vax and the mass are the blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel. Can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion. So please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late or hollow years. See the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective. Decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace, where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to see Lord L. I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that agua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little sun, I got bright and I could think too. I blink through a wrinkle in time. Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too. To link you to source, yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They wanna extinct you, your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, your oppressors liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun. The reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you up. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Sun or storm, each clan better. Planting a devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. Why expect more from those who want to conquest except war? They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Washington, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods where we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Arlie Cushion, it's like the terrorists, never ending. Shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean gives I shot this sheriff meaning. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply maniacal, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole, fighting the line. To teach back with bulk that's big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's a must we band together. Plant and the devil to stand the weather. Sun or storm, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure, turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. based on real life. It's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back, before I was knee deep out in them streets, ganging like the prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise. Eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, that's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jinn's whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us for the Pontius Pilates, King Herods, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly pays. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on, was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watched my uncles create music, so I beat drums. Played keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strummed. Didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True story. This is based on real life. It's before all the jail field nights. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all the jail field nights. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations. Now around it feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yeah, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stash. Left at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz Muhammad, and Phil G. When I met her on 93rd, next Jeffrey Manor, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach. Yo, I rocked her. World with backspins, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh up at Basma and on commercial. Attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard. Roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula, Yusef, Rashi, Stony Island Park, CVS, school, the battleground, found passion. Another element turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True riders, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with Sass on the damn rhyme. My guys, Dickie, Tron, Advanced, Plain Sound, and Vanish. I do this for you and the true TUT clan is the bandits. True story, it's based on real life. This before all the jail field nights. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, that's what it feels like. True story, based on real life. This before all the jail field nights. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations is what it feels like. Let's clear this up. I am the great matriarchs, give to America, rare, uncut, sun complected, yet deemed wretched of the earth. Though my old blood's majestic, shall shed the most rejected. Nevertheless, check the record of my birth. Never read a book for knowledge of myself. The silence I felt, not from wildness of wealth, but from rawness of my breath. I receive meditatively. My mother and father educated me. I often fake creatively. I've walked through a few schools of thought that truth is art and has no cause, yet the cause of everything. Falsehood is not, yet the manifest of right. What's in darkness comes to light. These words Timothy didn't write, that didn't quite sit well with a gang of y'all. When it comes to fiction, hell, truth is stranger, y'all. I came to y'all to bring the fault of a government that's been de facto and the enemy of so-called black folks. I mixed with being realistic and admits it. How is it we've allowed this shit from golden fire now cryptic? Are y'all complicit in spirit with the metaphors? Metaphysics also makes me America's curse. I'm not in competition with men or women. I'm defending my household from those who are pretending, garbed in skin the same as us, taking up the same name as us, who attempt to claim the same reign as us. Y'all be satisfied with societies like Westworld, or Bernard's really Arnold. Dolores is your best girl, universal soldier. Our robot is now the task force. The vast passport is on its own crash course. With or without y'all, I'ma own my road and bring fire upon them. Fast on my soul, y'all waiting for the Galactic Federation to come save y'all. Another United Nations site out to further enslave y'all.
This primordial whale, I'll tell you what, she has some younger children in a nutshell. One like Marduk, which is known as Marduk in one mythology, which is known as Amun Ra in another mythology, which is known as Yahweh in another mythology, which is known as Zeus in another mythology. She had these younger gods and went to war with her and one of her consorts called Kingu, which was one of her earlier sons and her consorts. She went to war with them. And they went to war with Tiamat, and these primordial gods, this primordial god was defeated by her son, Marduk, Zeus, Amun Ra, or Yahweh, or any of the male deities. So that male deity destroyed the mother principle.
I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. On long going in for the wind, ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors, I open it, siphoning my own tone, microphone it, my own song, on my own right and my own wrong. My own masters, I'm my own master, and debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, from the hip to the thigh bone, from the lip to the microphone. I'm like a disciple stone, yet much larger than this fleshly vessel, more like an architectural lecture with its trestle board. Polished and tougher, I embrace the struggle. Broke free from the dome, I escaped the bubble. They say trust your signs for somebody's mind. Trying my patience, I'm aligned with Mother Nature, finds these agents that is dying matrix. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. Since 1970, Dad was born, Robert Taylor's 92nd Access, Buckingham to one, first sister club, Muhammad school, then fellowship, Christian Academy. Just before I went public, still stuck with self adamantly. Spark from the infinite, see the sun, I'm equivalent. The imminent instrument of the imminent, the legit militant. Break down in increments, read the land of immigrant, misogynist and feminist. Restore the innocent, half-rich of Indians, round pegs and square holes, kindred spirits and rare souls. Discard the scarecrows, better yet, the straw man, pebble rhetoric of the blow man. It was us Europeans saw and ever since squatted on our land. Slaughtered our clans, charted our sands, auctioned us through birth certificates, social security, bartered our branches, census, or the doors rolls, religious books, or lost scrolls. Everywhere we turn, crossroads, to we learn or more, it's most mode. I'm not talking horse code. purged the family tree. They infected the bloodlines of the autochthonous Nietzsche, brought with them disease. Their pale-faced Slavic Maytags, Gregorian calendar holidays, turned the rainbow to a gay flag. They made treaties with tribes they recognized federally and ethnically. They were in cahoots with the Iroquois Confederacy. It's my destiny, along with the ancient ones, to return for everything they owe. I don't mean government sanctioned funds. I got other artistic notions of mine that's high flown, because the land's fly blown. Look for me in a cyclone. Great spirit, quick in my bones. I'm a true and living soul, son of the great matriarch. My heart glistening gold. Everyone wants to walk in the sun with her, but she'll run to the one who'll dance in the rain for her until it's done. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. On long going in for the wet ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors are opening, siphoning, my own tone, microphone, my own song, on my own right and my own wrong. My own masters, I'm my own master, in debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. Because the last fly blown, look for me in a cyclone. Microphone, my own song, my own skin, no clone. And that'll still be once them foreigners are long gone. Oshio, to my knees, J. Bravo, Bravo. Plenty much gratitude for this collabo. Yeah, it's been a long time since Greensville, bro, stop. Yeah, we here now. And the ancestors said to fuck some shit up. So here we are. Check it out. Is it the Great Reset or the Great Awakening? Great America or make America great again? Zombie apocalypse or a space invasion from an alien, or is it enemy or a fake friend? Artificial intelligence and clones are scriptural. Is it miracle or a spell cast magic ritual? Is it religion or is the path spiritual? Is the class Pan-African but status aboriginal? I'm not here to debate or be argumentative. A little bit of common sense to dictate we are innocent. Their intent is to slip the start of as if they swift with our children who's being robbed of their fifth. Human trafficking, child sacrifice, adrenochrome, corrupt government in position to defend its own. You part of the resistance for sure. They gon' sit a drum for a lot, fact checking, but I been in a since I been home, been on some let's chant down Babylon, Jericho, whatever name you give it, but let's rally on. With or without you, I'm still gonna tally on. They say this is the end time, so I'ma in the finale strong. Social media got you foolish, better metaverse. Before the earth fully heals, it's gonna get hella worse. Got to be the living word, cut out that dead letter cursor. When you spit into existence, manifest a better version. The light of the full moon, you'll soon see tunnel sheer, full bloom, a black sun, pour doom down on these moonlight worshippers, burglars of the eternal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Mother, mothership, mother with me back with the vengeance, return of the ancient ones, American engines. Mockingbird, the same thing as Hunger Games, a shortage of food, truly the cause of the hunger pains. Is who honestly a doctor? Are they phantoms of the opera pockets of Silicon Valley and Big Pharma is operation? They owe me America's top thing that poses for the MK Ultra program and these doses of nanotech, these tests up, swabs up their noses from youngest to oldest who are now killing this COVID. Are they the deep state or are we in a deep state? We say we got our eye open, it's more like we sleep when is it about enlightening, or do you expose shit for clout and life? Opposes a true socialist with this double-edged sword. I'm a true vocalist. I'm supposed to spit war on you globalists and your 21 and 2030 agendas as the women weep for me. I'm a worthy avenger in the lights of the full moon. You'll soon see tunnel she in full bloom, a black sun pour doom down on these more like worshippers, burglars of the eternal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Whether mothership or mother with me back with a vengeance, return of the ancient ones, American engines.
Yo, Brian Ascension, what's going on, beloveds? What's cracking? So I just wanted to, as you saw in the thumbnail, let me take this thing off because it's hot, man. I ain't gonna play. And I love, I love wearing hats. I'm just known for wearing hats. Before I get started, I want to go ahead. I'm making some forbidden rice. It's grown in China, but it's actually grown. It's produced over here actually. I did a research about 4 years ago. Anyway, I want to make some corrections about things. Not corrections as if anything is wrong, just corrections because it seems to be that you get 2 or 4 or 5 people together, and they believe the onions and that lavender don't go together, but it's good. I gotta turn that down. Excuse me, guys. I was waiting for it to boil, and it came a little quicker. I got you, Papa. I got you. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. There we go. Let's turn it down on low. And this will take about a good 20 minutes. I'll come back and check it out. Some of y'all know I'm a chef, so I like to use inexpensive stuff when I cook. I don't like all that expensive high-end crap. It's nonsense. Anyway, I wanted to make corrections about some of these individuals running around here, and I have to put people on the front street because you have people who are actually benefiting people, and they're well versed. And when I say that, it means they have paid attention to others, and have went and even they question some things, and they have made it their business to be the saber unsheathed. Do you know what I mean? All right. The scarab that flies nonstop, that no one can catch nor cage. Okay. And even though we have a world full of ignorance on both sides, you would think on our side, the illumination would be brighter, even though it started with us. It didn't start with them or anybody. It didn't start with some light skin, which means pale skin. Before you people like to say white people, that shows that you are the product of your father, which is your enemy. For those of you still using the term white, black, for those of you still calling yourselves African, when that is not even a real word, just because their government over there fails them, you need to know who those individuals in positions, because you better believe the fake Chazars, okay, we'll call them that, the Gujars, would never allow certain people to be in position if they weren't going to play ball and play the game. Because they all sit there. They're not fighting no wars. They're not sitting there condemning one another. They let the actors play it out. You see that what's going on in the Crimea, right? With so-called Russia and so-called Ukraine. If you believe Putin doesn't play a part, even in relieving and unleashing some things, there has to be an equivocal balance, whether it's on the upper or the lower. As I said, as far as do I want to cook in copper or do I want to cook in stainless steel today? Which one benefits me? Copper. But which one am I utilizing? Stainless steel. Why? Because either way, it doesn't matter to me, because I'm going to use this for my source of power and my existence in totality, because it has been corrupted. As long as I give it strength, it has been corrupted by the enemy since I came into this world again. So what am I saying? They always flash a little bit of stock to see if people can see the roots and have a little memory. Because see, they target you. It's not like we're at a compound somewhere underground where they have no idea about, where I can adequately give you real information. Because see, y'all are lazy. You are the product of your father. And I don't think you get what I'm saying. I ain't talking about biological. The enemy is your father. You are the product of it. Now you're attempting to free yourselves. And I know most of you will be like, oh, he's talking. See, you're the ones who I really don't want around. I want you to stay the cannon fodder so that the ones who get it can have a little more space. You're the individuals that if I was in the house and Michael Myers came out, I would throw you in front of him to give us a few minutes more. And someone will say, well, that's mean. Well, your ignorance is mean unto you, not me. If you want to be the dark, the Jannah, and not the light, the Hawa, then you can stay in the dark, and I will gladly usher you into that direction. I have no problem. You know, they say trolls. Oh, you talking about little lackeys and paid information and goofies? They matter not to me. The correction is the fact that you have these little groups that they get one thing done, and these are the ones you really need to look at. Don't pay attention, because you'll see it for what it is, and don't be harmful to them, because it's a good vice, but see the diatribe of the bad seed. We have some people that did status correction. We have some people that did there's a few things out there, okay? Able to buy things and this, that, and the other, and they've attempted to tell people, and now just because they accomplished that, all of a sudden, they're the hot mess. See, I was telling people in the 80s in the military, you know, you can correct your status. They were like, well, Jimmy, your mama put down Negro, but you have white and Indian. How did that happen? Well, because I know the truth. How are they going to argue with a person that grew up with 3 full generations? I'm talking about people born in the 1800s, early. Yes, I was fortunate to be alive in the 60s and old enough to listen and pay attention, even after getting strapped up and beat up by people 114 and 15 years old. And I don't believe in this being 2024. It matters to me not if that's what you want to hold on to. It matters to me not if you think March 26th is the new year. That's an agent provocateur that told you that. I told you it's April 1st by the DICOR because there is 13 months, but they detracted that because they wanted to use our own magic against us. You know, when y'all look at the Capitol and all that stuff and you see the big monument, right? It's the phallus is what it is, right? And it's in every country. We built it. They didn't. But do you know what's funny? They tell you the 13 colonies, which is a lie. That's the establishment for them because they are the Trans-Pacific slave trade. All the peckerwoods that came here, all the crackers. That's not a bad word. I will share the videos. I have no problem with that, showing you that's what they call themselves. We never utilize those terms. We picked it up from the Gujars, all right, because of the wars and the murder and the poisoning of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of our people right here. I am tired of these people who are very disrespectful, who don't have no real answers other than piggybacking and chasing the dragon of what me and a handful of individuals have been sharing since the 70s. And then they want to big up each other, and that's disrespectful. I don't want nobody big up in me. I just want you to listen because I have a story to tell that nobody has. Nobody. But a handful, and they are scared to tell the story. And the few that are like me, well, I know 3 of them are gone. They were tired. They didn't commit suicide. We don't want to use that word. No, they were tired. So they excused themselves. Hey, Delusions, what's up, beloved? Oh, Mac, you gonna give me some more music, bro? What's good, bro? In my chair, you're in the chat with us and everything. What's going on, family? What's going on, beloveds? Snoo, what's up, baby? I'm eternally bound to you guys. All right? So don't sit there slipstreaming in some whatever. All right? Herbo, what's going on, beloved? It's good to see you. Tariq, what's going on, beloved? What's cracking? I'm shouting everybody up. T Mac, what's going on, beloved? Get your butt out of where and come on to the country, boy. Come on, family. Okay? Nine Baby Girl Slaughter, what's going on, beloved? Great work around the house. But will it stand the new age of time? You and your husband, wonderful individuals. But are you all right there? I'm just saying. You see, I'm not swearing and all that, but this is still grind my gears, and I'm gonna eloquently bring y'all into the fortitude of something. Don't worry, we're still at 13. We're still at the colonies. Stay focused. Okay? Anyway, so do y'all know about Nimrod, Osiris, Gilgamesh, all these fake numbers? Do you know that I said the other day, and the only reason why I did it because I wanted to make a joke out of it, they are the Anunnaki. We're travelers as well. I was the first one to tell you that we're originally not from here, and you best believe we are originally not from here, but we founded this land. We did things that we should not have done. We created Atlantis beyond the scope of your imagination, beyond the Jetsons, beyond anything you see now. If they were really Anunnaki, they'd be reverse engineering. Why would they be reverse engineering everything we built? Hidden from us because of the deep sleep. You think that's a game. Even they believe in their lie. And then you have these wayward individuals talking about, we were the Anunnaki. Pay them no mind. Just like saying Caucasian's white. There's no such thing as white, and Caucasian was a Negroid race. The original Vikings were people from here. If you want to call them She, Olmecs, in their lowering of self. Now you have these individuals talking about, we were pygmies and twa, and oh my goodness. You listen, if you're gonna listen to everything and buy into all of it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Doesn't mean don't listen. I never said, remember I always say don't shoot the messenger. So I never said shoot him down, but be wary and wise. Don't go running your mouth as if that's the aficionado of the information. It is not. There is too much information, baby steps. The problem is we get people who accomplish something, and the first thing they do, because of this little fictional world, the star on the Walk of Fame, which is not what you think it is, the Walk of Flame. The star is insignificant, meaning it's beneath you. That's why you walk on them and not up in the limelights, like the CIA wall, that when you walk in it, you see the stars, and those are the ones betrayed. It's ritualistic. Who did I say went out there to succeed where Aleister Crowley fell? Scientology, ring a bell? And a few other things with the Mormons, to which they murdered him. Are you aware of sacrifices, the reality of it? So the phallus, the 13 colonies, well, assume it's 12. And a phallus is the 13th member in order to bring Osiris back. How many of y'all ever been to the Rotunda? You ever been in the Rotunda and seen everything there? Walking on the checker floors? And you go? How many of y'all got who have uncles who are 33rd degrees who inform you of everything? How many of you have been to Scotland or the UK and sat in the office of those who would be those of the First Order? That's why I don't respect you when you say, I'm a Mason. All the people I grew up with telling me they're Masons, I laugh at them. And I laugh at them. They don't know nothing. So when these so-called fictional presidents who have nothing over you, nor are you under them, but in your ignorance, because you've been duped, like the Federal Reserve, which ain't even here, has nothing to do with the banking system, but because the banking system was a real cartel, because of what they did in South America through the CIA and FBI and everybody else, and those people are all pissed off killing each other, and certain people who are parlay, just like the same people in so-called fake-ass Africa, with all those fake leaders who create wars with each other, who allow things to happen that they can shut down just like this. Same thing with Hindustan, Pakistan. Well, you see, they become 3 different groups now. From Hindustan, they become Muslims, Hindus, and Christians. Look, it's just a perversion. Who do you think are the ones allowing it? And who do you think it's you? But who do you think the ones who are orchestrating it? The minions of those who have subjugated themselves. And that's why I said it was important to know about Theosophy, the American Theosophical Society, the one that started over there with the same people I was discussing as far as looking for being in contact with demons. And that term is a wayward term. It's deeper than that. All right. These terms you use gives energy to something that you create. So when they lay in a state, when they in the rotunda, and you see the 12, the phallus is the last part. That's energy. That's free energy. What are they attempting to rise? And now they have several, 8, maybe 12 cerns, miles long. Whole. They got rid of the other ones. I had a friend who was in Iraq, and he says, I can't say who is what branch. You should know. He says, we went over there in the Special Forces. We found something. And they blew it up. They blew up a few of them. Stargates. Star doesn't mean what you think it does. That's a term they made because, just like I said, red could be black, black could be red. A sponge and a loofah could be the opposite, which means the same. Hell, a sponge could have been called a sneaker. In this freaking language or any other language, y'all hear French, oui, made up language. Y'all hear German. That is closer to more things than you could think of. You hear Greece. It's not even, it's a made up language. All these languages are foreign. They have been manipulated and changed by those at the very top. The only people who still have a language that is really solid are those people that, those are real. We used to be able to communicate like that. I have a book somewhere that shows that we used to go around the world and communicate with everybody with ease, as if it was first nature. I gotta find it. And I'm getting real tired. You have people who are showing you and telling you who you are, and you still have these incumbents who want to say, TikTok, it's got this guy talking about Georgia, the one building that's 1880. Look, it's got the minarets. First of all, they're not minarets, you idiot. This is what happens when you get these new people that just come in touch with information and they got religion and this, that, and they think, and because they're going to all these goofy, and these sinners and these, and they think they got it because they're being misled by these worthless Negroes. And have these worthless light-skins who really don't know nothing other than they have hate and they don't even know why. Because they're too stupid to even do their genealogy and know the truth of their existence. Stupid. Like a lot of you. And he's going around the men rights. It's a Moorish, it's a castle. This is what these idiots do, and y'all allow it. Because you don't take the time to listen. I always said to myself, they will get it. They will get it in due time. And what I say is the most powerful weapon, patience and time. Y'all think because I read something that, oh, that's where I must have got it from? I've been saying this since high school, since middle school, people, a lot of this stuff. And in the 80s, when I was in the military, I was saying these things before any half these books existed and before some of you were born. What is wrong with y'all? Are y'all that self-combative that you can't make sway of anything? I expressed to you that we dabbled and we did things we weren't supposed to. And they're utilizing it. They're being guided to do so. To bring that which was destroyed back or make it anew. And yet y'all still choose to be obedient, disobedient slaves, to which your ancestors never were. POWs, because you see how they're treated. You can look at the correctional facilities. You can look at the police department, the fake judges and magistrates who are nothing but fiduciaries. You can look at the whole system on whole. They write laws 24/7 all the time because they can't get nothing right, and they must keep your head on a spin because you choose not to come together. And when you do, they got to be young and out there growing up together, or you got to be drinking and partying instead of coming together for the original reasons as we used to. You are the sons and daughters of your father. We're eternally bonded, but you're not of me. Y'all are so consciously unconscious. Every time I turn around, I see this Jesus or Savior or whatever complex things. And you don't get it. I expressed to you yesterday by reading Psalms and all this good stuff and Revelation, saying that ye are gods, and yet y'all act like tumbleweeds, just disconnected from the earth, dead, dried up, blowing all around the place, with no true focus or direction, not even in order. Till you all bumbled and jumbled together, and then somebody comes over there with a butane and a big torch candle like I got, and then you become the old spoof of Dirty Harry, like just dry up in the sun and blow away. That's what literally. Man, why is he always beating us up on the head? Because you need a big brother. You need somebody to smack you upside the head. That's why. Tori Peters, what's up, beloved? Let's make sure everybody's hearing. You dig what I'm saying? I want to show y'all some things, but I want to finish what I got to say. Stop thinking that we are the same. How in hell can we be the same if you can't even walk beside me? Who are you? Who are you? What, you going to go on your little fame or what you've accomplished? You haven't accomplished nothing. Except for what your father has allowed you. You haven't broken free from his death grasp. Now it tastes like lavender. Lemon and honey. I love it. Anyway, Yeah, books. Seems like that's fallen on faint ears, except for the handful who are really about something. It's the rest of you who I look at who are shame. You know, you're big talkers. You think we're the same. Let me make sure this rice is good. We're not the same. Not at all. Far from it. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ha! Woo! Boy, oh, I should have put some beans up in here. Okay. Just going to let that go for about. Then we'll get the onions up in there. Get them onions and peppers up in there. Hey, you like it out? I know you left the window open. He went outside. He about lost his mind yesterday. Trying to have me run around with the old bad knees. Anyway, we're not the same. I don't think y'all understand when I say that. So I'm just going to leave it like that. No, we are not the same. Not at all. Can't show any, but that's, I can't handle and carry. So that's static. All right. So it can't be handling firearms. I will do a video. I have a couple of them. I'm meant to upload. I haven't. Talking about some of my firearms, especially for you ladies that choose to be ignorant and still don't want to buy one. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to tell you, you better go out there and buy you a goddamn handgun. Excuse my language, and a rifle. Bottom line. Not even open for freaking debate. Being so stupid. And why you can't learn how to use it. Seeing how you can't afford to come here and have a good little time with some brothers and meet some other people and actually have people who are really good who will say, sure, go out to the Hogan, and people who will show you, shoot up hundreds of rounds and you'll have another form. It's out here, that's all we do. No, I don't want to make it about that, but I'm just letting you know something. Regardless of how you feel. I don't care about your feelings. That's the problem with our people now. The moment the women started, well, the men started feeling, we lost touch protecting the power. And the moment the women didn't have nobody to tell them to shut up with all their crazy little feelings, we really lost out. Does it make sense? Can you make sense of it? Or are y'all so emotionally unbound and wound that you can't make sense of that? That balance? When that fake thing that stands over the courts, the goddess that is for those courts, this is all what it is, y'all. They're taking our stuff and perverted it on the highest level. When she went, goddess Themis went to gather Osiris's body parts, so if you've been chopped up, it should stay that way. He was missing something. But it's a more weirder meaning. That is just the center point to whoever is selected their Messiah. That individual will rise with that entity. Right now, the AI, they keep saying it's sentient. You and I are sentient. There are many sentient life forms. The tree is sentient. Hell, a rock is sentient. There are things sentient. But the thing is to learn how to allow it to take over and occupy space it was never meant to occupy. Y'all have become so plutonically empty. That's why I say we're not the same. You still need to believe, and that's your weakness. Because if you realize how powerful you was, you would be totally in agreement, because you would know, and I don't need your agreement. You wouldn't hesitate. You would not only have been here with some of the other brothers, okay, you would have ascertained much more. And probably by then knew that you need to go and inform other people or bring them over. There's no one greater than another. Just because we're not the same don't mean I'm greater than you. Far from it. I've just been able and afforded to be able to tap into some things. And y'all so busy, like you're looking at a TV screen, you can't even function figure. Mm. That's so good. Oh my goodness. I'm a tea fanatic. I used to be Earl Grey at one time, so I realized there was no benefit. Black tea, just too much caffeine, and you know I don't like no zing, zing, zing. We have good brothers sharing great information, and I love it. We have light-skinned brothers. We have our beloved brothers in so-called South America. That is not South. South is the center. That is the North. That is back flipped up on its head, and the earth is not no spinning ball. North is the outward bound. And y'all still don't get it. Operation Paperclip. Do y'all actually allow yourself to see deeper than what you have been permitted to see by what was given in false instruction? The enemy is not strong. It's just that you're weak-minded, ill-willed, and you're like a bothersome fly that a topical ointment will not just get rid of, waiting for malaria to set in. They have shown everybody through cartoons, Hollywood. They can't be quiet because they have these egos. They have showed you everything they're going to do, and you haven't paid attention, even when people have illuminated these things, because it's not you in the center room. It's not you being hunted. It is not you being sought to silence you. So there go, must the rush. This is how stupid you have become. I see women make more excuses today than I've ever seen in my entire existence. I see more men. I can't even call y'all man and woman now. I see more men who are not even a remnant of what they were. I see women have become so plastic, and men have become so nothing. So how are you going to handle this? What are you going to do to change it? I'm going to discuss some preparatory things with you. Okay? And I went to sleep early. And this one with that meow, I think I hit him with the Chinese slipper. 2:30 in the morning. Meow, meow. Fuck! I ain't hear nothing else until I came down and saw him this morning and gave him a treat. He was quiet, and they're like, yeah, I'll tell you to be quiet, you be quiet. So, first of all, you want good eye protection, right? It doesn't mean in a crunch time you're going to jump up and go, oh my goodness, somebody's blowing something up or shooting them. Well, if they blow it up and you're right there, I mean, you don't need it anyway. But if you're able and capable, you need some good glasses. Now, these right here are Epic Eyewear, all right? EE, okay? Epic Eyewear, about $40-something, whatever. They're very good, protective. Are very, these idiots, man, I'm gonna curse them out. A very protective, very strong glass, and they're great as far as how you see things, bringing clarity, especially if you have 20/20 vision, 20/10, but they really give you a whole new look, all right? Now, these will scratch up, okay? So you gotta be careful and keep your little the lens cleanser that they send to you. I got a few of them all over the place, all right? And keep it clean. The other one is the striker. Now, they have different forms, okay, of the striker. Now, y'all know, y'all saw when I received this one. This was the second one. Always keep these. I got the blue one for that one. Okay, and use them. Snoop, thank you, baby. You know, I appreciate you, love. Appreciate you so much. Okay, keep them clean. Now, the striker, this right here. Now, you can go and look at watch videos. Now, they have one that is actually bulletproof. Not bullet, ain't nothing bulletproof, but it could take up. Now, this one right here is scratch proof, and a projectile ricocheting, it won't go in your eye. They're pretty expensive. Okay, these are the F1s. I think there's F2, F3s, and so on and so on. All right, so I have the F3s upstairs, which I don't like to show anybody. And if I'm wearing those, that means they're under my mask. I've got my contacts in, to which I really don't need. Yeah, I have contacts, people. And I have my level 4 ballistic helmet, and I'll show you that. Now, I know a lot of you used to always see my little airsoft one. And that you know, 22 at long distance, it can protect you. You can make it hard by getting resin, 2-part resin, for those who don't mind learning something new, not paper mache. And you can add carbon and fiberglass to it, where it can protect you up to a 38, maybe a 9 mil. Not at close range. Don't be foolish. This is a level 4 that me and all my brothers, all Ganja, all of us, when you can have the nods, the nights or your thermals, put your batteries, packs, and all that stuff. You can get it with the mesh for breathing. You can get it with 3 different types of foam protecting. I use 2 different ones in here because I don't like that mesh stuff that from the milk. I don't like that mesh stuff because the way it sits on your head. You can get the walkers, which is technically the walkers, the walkie-talkie things, right? You can get them like this, where it takes a double A, 9-volt, a double A battery, and you can hook it, have it where you can have a mouthpiece and it's your earpiece, and you can also have it where it can be hooked to another device that plugs in, where you can get volume, cancel out. I forget the decibels that it works at, or you can just get a regular one for emergencies to always have sitting around you. That doesn't have that to just cancel out anything loud, because if something goes boom, you open your mouth. And you don't close your ears. You close your eyes so you don't get no debris. And you open it so you don't get what's your equilibrium. You don't get it. Your ears, your drums to blow up on you. So by opening it, because you remember all your orifices, you breathe. So when you get that boom, you might get a little jacked up, but you'll be able to regain your balance. That's why when they do bust in the homes, which are illegal 100%, there's no real judge to be able to say, yeah, go ahead, you go in their house, because that's lies. That's the grooming and putting you in a position to accept, because those are procedures that have nothing to do with orthodox, because you don't know who you are, and they believe that you're supposed to play their game because you're some kind of damn citizen who's a dead mug based on some and most of the officers don't even know this. They've just been groomed and they're conditioned and trained, and they're too stupid to know these bad facts, except for those sheriffs and marshals who actually do know it. But flashbangs and stuff like that are concussive. So what does it do? It disrupts your whole thing, okay? And it throws your equilibrium and everything else. So this right here is what I usually run. I have all the devices to hook up to it. Just more things to stop a bullet, if you ask me. But they can help. It's adjustable to tighten it up on your big head, depending on what type head you have. Okay? Other than those, eye protection is imminent. You need it. Okay? Other thing, for those who don't have really battle rifles that are built with a barrel that can handle, or a bolt action that can sustain. For those who know what I'm talking about, with a good firing pin, ones you can run thousands and thousands of rounds and just oil and keep fighting, you're going to need some form of glove. I have BattleTech gloves. I just gave away the two that was given to me by an individual, my T and Ganja. They like it. So, but I have, all the other stuff. They're great because the barrels get hot. You might have to break something down, and you might have to grab something right quick. I got all kinds of gloves. I'm big on mechanics, and a couple other ones I'm not going to mention. You saw me with the boonie hat. I like the boonie hat because it keeps the sun out your eyes, even though we're sun gazers, so I don't have the problem with gazing at the sun. I gaze at the sun for 20, 25 minutes sometimes. With a boonie hat, as far as sweat, breathing, protecting you and keeping certain things straight, I've got about 12 different kinds of boonie hats from the milk. This one's from when I was in the military. I got the blue one. Okay. These are very important. Okay. Mirror mask, mirror gas mask. You can get, I've got 3. I got the ones that are for electric, oil, fires and stuff like that, smoke. So that way I can get to safety. A lot of you in the military, you know, we went through the gas chamber and we went through Old Smoky in the Navy, because in compartmentalized ships, you're going to get all kinds of different smoke. And sometimes it's not going to be thermal or biological, you know, which this is for. And I always keep this ready with about 5 or 6 extra ones to at least be able to go a few months. I'm thinking about ordering a few more. Hell, you can buy me one if you want. No, don't bother, because you got to know which one. And so these, you want to make sure. I'm growing my beard. I actually know how to put this on with my beard. I would not say make it practical, though. When things go down the way that is possible for them to go down, I would never expect to need this, because, like I said, I can't wait to deal with these idiots who are just willing to give their lives over to something. I can't say no more than that. I don't want to sway them from their little job mission. Some of you might be saying, but if you might, no, just be quiet. All right. And these, I think these are the simplest of things. Now, the other thing is, make sure I deal with Jason medical packs, but also like my medic. My medic is one of my favorite ones. I have like 3 or 4 of the ones I bought years ago on the res because of emergencies. You know, dogs getting small cuts and shot by idiots with 22s and stuff. I was able to sew, remove the bullet, do minimal surgery, dealing with the ASPC and SPCA when I was in New York and down in Jersey and Florida. I get some of the ones from Walmart. Those are pretty good. Yet, this is what I like, because I have all kinds. I've got tools and all my medic bags, my emergency ruck and all that kind of stuff. So having all the little tools and things required to assist me, even in the most decadent of bad situations, plenty of instant cold packs, stop bleeds, emergency pressure bandages, staying up to date with what Red Cross or first aid, because when we was in the military, we took this one course and it was for life. You just have to stay up, you know, as far as the EKGs and all that kind of stuff. Echocardiogram, you know, not echocardiogram. The ones that get the heart going, I forget the name. I had one, I left it on the res. It cost me like $500. I just left it chapter house, and I figured if I want, I get another one. Assorted bandages pack. Now, these are different from the bandages they were talking about, because you had the fact checkers come along talking about those little chemicals. But if you go and look at the band-aids and see the up thing with Newsweek and everything else, the band-aids did have some kind of thing where some things were carcinogenic. I'm so tired of these goofy fact checkers who trying to tell us on our land, and that's why they need to mind their business. So these things are very important. I just want to go through a few of them, all right? Because as y'all know, I have my camel, to which I carry mini medical. I have on my weapons belt, I have a medical pouch and 3 extra, as well as my heavy vest. I keep about 6 tourniquets. Besides, I keep about 12 folded up. They're used, but they're folded up bandanas, which we created. Okay. You want to go ahead and have something like treatment relief mod, which has ointments, 3 triple antibiotics, 2 lip balm, 2 sunscreen. You want to have these because if, say, one of your pale skin brothers, your light skin brothers fall down and the sun's really beating on them, you might have to use that to protect them. All right. We're about life. So all that hate and everything they created, that's being a father of your son. I mean, being a son and daughter of your father, excuse me. It's always good. I keep 4 or 5 of these just in case. I always carry, as you can see, it comes with 3, but I keep 4 or 5. So I keep 1 in here, 1 in my loadout, 1 just where I know right where I got to get it if something is going down. Okay. I keep tons of paracord everywhere. As you will see here, paracord is very important, even for making tourniquets, splints, you name it. Surgical tape, I keep 5 different kinds. I even keep the one for mobility. I keep a purple, red, and black, which is always in my camel, which is where my drinks are because it's got a pouch. On my rucksack, I keep a few in there. Because you never know if you get an energy. You can't use a splint, but you still have to go to be able to use those black mobility tapes can assist you. And I always keep, and that's why I say if you're Walgreens or CVS, pick you up some of those $12 and $18 copper or things to put around your knee and your elbows. You know, I'm talking about those little braces, the Velcro, the synthetic. They're synthetic, but they're pliable. They will help, and they don't take up a lot of space. Also, I keep chem lights, tons of chem lights. You need to keep Superflex. Things like these are compressed gauzes. You got to keep tons. Somebody gets a sucking chest wound. You know, you know, on a sucking chest wound now these days, you don't leave a pocket for it to breathe. You close it all the way up so you can find an outie. And if it's filling up, you got to know where to poke the hole to depress and release pressure. Same thing. Somebody's choking, you can't get it out. You got to know how to find where you got to poke the pen. And you got to have these tools that can do it. You really need to. If you look at YouTube, don't worry about Diddley the Diddler. Don't worry about OJ. He's gone. Look at these things that show you how to do these things. Get your burn mods. You can order extra ones. What was coming? Yeah, get you some iodine tablets. Get you some Mott's apple juice. Hopefully, if you had it, you got it before the thing happened and they didn't put no mRNA in it. But go ahead and get that. And then when it comes, because people want to have thyroid and gland problems, drink the apple juice. There won't be no apple around to eat. Okay? And there's other things in here. Get you these med packs, all right? And get you a few of them. Okay? With splints and everything. See this right here? Z-Zips. Y'all know what Z-Zips are? Do y'all have any idea what these are? For cuts. These are fabulous. You put them on the side of the cup and pull it together and super glue. I actually keep super glue all around me. The French created that and used it in battle. Legionnaires and all those good, wonderful individuals. I should have became a Legionnaire. I really should have. That would have been so wonderful. My dreams right there would have been just magnificent. I love the Legionnaires. Anyway, so this right here, I can actually lower it out on my belt, my weapons belt, and I can also load it out on my plate carrier. Okay? There's a lot of things going on in this world, and you know they've been slowly grafting and grooming everybody for it. I told you about these individuals. They're not eating food from these stores. And nobody wants to listen. A lot of you still going out to these friggin' restaurants. You don't know what you're getting. Just greed and gluttony. Envy and all the other stuff that come with it. Well, anyway, I hope I didn't take up too much of y'all's time. Baby girl, thanks again. I appreciate you more than anything. It's not just because she's mine, y'all, but I appreciate you more than anything. I appreciate any donation. I always do. And I'm grateful and thankful because there are people who beg for these donations because they think what they do when they give you the excuse, well, in order to get my work done. No, I ask for donations to help me buy books that I help pay together with. And that's about it. Because y'all can't pay my bills. Trust me. I wouldn't, please. These bills, they're not even real. But you know what I'm saying? So trust me. And some of you think like that because y'all bottom feeders. It's those of you who have elevated yourselves that you see and you know. And that's why I appreciate y'all more than anything. The bottom feeders, I don't care about you. You're doing yourself a disservice. Damn, that's good. I think I put a little too much lemon in it though. Anyway, how was that? Says one person watching, 7 in chat. These goofies still are messing with it. Yeah, don't even sweat them, hon. That's all right. That's what they do. That's just who they are. People are going to be emotionally bound to whatever it is they're bound to. They think they know everything. We got men. I don't even like to say men who act like women, but sadly, worse than women. And we have women who have no control. And that's the worst part. And a lot of times it's the guys who think they're badasses, who come feeling some kind of way, and they run off. Then a lot of times it's not an issue at all. It's the idiots who think they're in control. Honestly, I can say something and y'all be like, but you better believe I don't need a platform to reach y'all. I didn't have it when I was reaching everybody before. And a lot of them know they don't have to. They come through and they'll see it. They'll come watching everything. They're not doing nothing. They're not stopping nothing. They're just the lackeys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby, defibrillator. Yeah, I had one I bought for like 5,000 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. You know, they think that they got it locked down. They have nothing locked down. They have their little weird idiot who's a willing sacrifice and all the other goofy dumb stuff. This is what we're going to do. Nobody cares. I don't. I don't care at all. People think, man, why is he always talking? Oh, shut up. You ain't going to say nothing back. That's what I tell people. What you going to do? What you going to say? Huh? You ain't going to say a damn thing. You're not going to do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Remember I used to tell people I'm worse than Charleston White? When I said that, I meant that 1,000-fold. You know? Yeah, Russell. Oh, somebody clean out the. Okay. I think they heard me. That's why they looked over here. I just want to make sure I'm all right. Anyway, I appreciate y'all taking the time. I hope that was informative. This is not a battle. It's not a competition, y'all. We're supposed to benefit each other. Remember that. And the more people that come over, it's good. And right now, I know a lot of those people who are subscribing, they're not watching. It's not about notifications or whatever. It's just the government. It is slowly, because I've been known that a lot of these so-called people who are the rappers and all these fake ones, you know, they have like 2 million views. They're fake. They could pay for them. I could pay for views. I'm serious. And it would bolster up. I'm not doing that. There's a whole lot of things that can be done. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to deal with the real ones. I have no time for the impractical jokers, the weak things. And y'all know I don't like the word love. I say eternally bonded, because if everybody was re-established with order, do you think that you would have to run around with some people you love them? You have been groomed and grafted into some crap that was never meant. We existed with purpose. Now everybody's attempting to find a purpose. That's sad, isn't it? And love, spin it around in its original word, would be evolve, like in the evolution. It means for change. Doesn't mean what you think it means. You don't have to. I don't want you to believe nothing I say. Remember, I'll walk with you. I'll profess and say this, and then get you where I got you in the kill box and say, this is what I'm going to say now, because this is what that really means. And the attentive will see it and realize it. And those who have a hard time breaking free, they'll be stuck there. I can't do nothing for you. It's no magic pill. Okay? Appreciate you guys. We broke the hour. I want to maintain that. And I have some more things I want to share with you guys, but I got some videos I want to share, ladies. I hope you pay attention. I'm going to go through some of the guns and everything, what may be beneficial, patterns and stuff. And you'll see. All right. Appreciate y'all. And if y'all donate, like I said, I'll let y'all know what books I ordered. I ordered another book. I don't know. I think it's gonna come like in like at May 6th or something. I don't know. May 6th was a Tuesday, Wednesday. It said projected. But I will definitely share the books that I've ordered here recently when they come in. I'm about to go and I gotta make some eat. I'm making this. I'm gonna say this. I'm making some jackfruit, forbidden rice, and eggplant. That's the only meal I'm having today. I was looking at my little 6-pack today. I was like, oh, wow, it's trying to shine through. Anyway, I got one. I just got a little bit of fried bread around it. But anywho, nothing but mad respect. I appreciate y'all like crazy. And it's always going to be the same. And let them have their games. Let them do what they do. It's all right. I could talk for hours and hours and hours. And a lot of you know this. You know what I mean? But like I say, I respect everyone. And I respect people enough where I'm going to be as honest, as direct as I can. And you best believe I look at myself the same way. All right? In about 3 hours, we'll be getting into,